Okay, let me turn my volume up just a little bit. All right, well, hopefully that's loud enough for everyone and you can hear me. So, welcome to the show. ROTG presents Raid Shadow Legends with your host, me, Mr. Endrin. And like I said in the title, it is, let me move myself. There we go. 100%. 100% gear removal cost. So we've got 2 days to completely mess around with all our champion builds. So what I did, yeah, well, let me see what we got here. Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? I only got 2.66 mil, so that is crit rate and speed. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. Nah. All right, gotta be very stingy with my silver. That's why a free gear removal is the best. It's the best. All right. So as you can see, I went through and I took off the gear on everybody. Sun Wukong was the first person I was messing around with. So all the gear is gone. Let me put those in the reserve vault. Yeah, those are in the reserve vault. All right. So I'm only dealing with the champions that I've deemed valuable to me right now. Which actually, I think I got a renegade. Do I got a renegade? Is that renegade? No, that ain't renegade. That's not renegade. That's not renegade. I don't see renegade. Would she be in here? Yeah, she's there. Oh no, that's the only one I got. I only got one renegade. Boo! I need more renegades. I can't. Uh, that's raider. That goes over to the reserve vault. Yeah. But renegade, I need another renegade. Let me lock her before I accidentally get rid of her in a fusion. And I need Master Butcher, Mech Medius. Templar, definitely need him. Alright, I guess those guys are locked. Just want to make sure that they're locked. Alright, anyway. So let's do the free removal. Let's talk about what that really means. I'm gonna move over here. Yeah, out of the way. So we can see stats and the people, the stats, and then all that good stuff. Let's start with, well, let's start with the arena team. We want Sun Wukong to be fast. And he's at 201 speed. I don't like that. All right. So in the arena, I have Sun Wukong as my lead. So I want my Sun Wukong to be the fastest that he possibly can be. So let's see. Let's filter it. Let's filter it by speed. All right, we have this one at 33, that one at 31, 31, and 16. Now, obviously, we're not going to use this. But what's the difference here? I get accuracy, crit damage, and attack. Accuracy and crit damage. So that is the best. That's the best speed gear I have. So we're going to equip it. Total stats 138. I had 201 before. I think I can do better. All right. But we want him to have accuracy too. We want him to have accuracy. And in a perfect world, I would want crit rate, crit damage, defense, HP, all the stats. What is this? That's defense, critical hit to a normal, a reaction. I want to take that. I want to equip that. Want a piece of reaction gear on him. That's good. For arena purposes, reaction is good. Maybe he doesn't die. All right. I do not use him in any content except for arena. I don't use him in anything else. So, not even well, if he's in faction, I'll put him in faction wars, but let's filter all the remaining gear. And substats is going to be speed. So let's look at the two. Let's look at the special speeds first before we go to the standard speed. All right. Speed and righteous. Define. All right. This one right here would give me some attacking power. So can we make him attack with 20% ignoring the enemy defense, which would be great. Any damage we can get from him would be good. But is there anything worthwhile? So it's a 4-piece set. Let's go with the basic weapon. There's speed and accuracy. The helmet. Only got 2 choices. But I want to take this helmet. I want to upgrade it to at least a 8. I don't have any silver. I would take it. Ooh, look at that. More speed. There's a possibility of getting a triple speed. So this is why I don't have any silver. And we didn't get it. All right, whatever. All right, so now let's look. Speed at 161. We're only 40 away from that 200 we had before. His accuracy is low. Let's see what else we get. Oh, that's 19 speed. Yeah, 19 speed. Nice. So we're looking at 180. So all we need is 20 more. All we need is 20 more speed, and he's actually doing not too bad. Not too bad. Um, let's see here. That's a defense. I don't, and then that's a defense. We got a little bit of speed at 9 and some speed there at 5. So what do we got here? Attack, crit rate, and attack. So crit rate Speed is at 207. No accuracy. So 207 speed is great, but no accuracy to land the debuffs. I mean, we would have to have accuracy to land the debuffs. All right, 76. Yeah, we're not seeing any change in accuracy, are we? So even though we got a 207 speed, our accuracy is only 76. So what good does it do to make him fast if he's not landing the debuffs? So we have to have some type of uh we need some way to get accuracy and speed. First thing that comes to mind is perception. Now, let's look at the chess piece. Let's just look at what we have here in the speed realm. Uh-huh. Look at that. 0 silver spent. All right. Speed is at 231. Accuracy 47. Very fast, but doesn't do anything. So if we had like a speed booster that all we cared about was them going first, then that would be the way to go. Actually, that might not be a bad. This might not be a bad way to gear up like um Doom Screech, right? With Doom Screech, all you really care about, we don't care about the shield, fills the turn meter by 30% and places a 60% increased defense on buff for 2 turns. So 60% defense and then fills the turn meter by 30%. That's great. But how fast is he? Base speed of 95, so you would really, really, really have to make him so fast for that to be any good. But, there's something to it. Let's get back to Sun Wukong. Alright, so we know we just can't have speed on Sun Wukong. He has to have accuracy. But we know that the best piece right now for speed is this this one right here. All right. Now, what happens if we just go straight speed? We just went off the best speed gear. If we just go off of the best speed gear. All right. And then, of course, the reaction ring. So now we've got him built just in the speed gear. 242. Look at that. 240, 242. Busting it up. Accuracy is only 44. Now, if we had an accuracy banner, we have an accuracy banner. That would bring us to 94, but he, of course, Sun Wukong would have to be at level 60 for that to work. And then could we get any more accuracy? Yes, we can get some more accuracy there. So, without leveling him to 60, the accuracy banner isn't an option, which we really, really, really need him to be level 60 so we can wear accuracy banner. We're going to have to go with some accuracy gear. Now, there's two ways to do it. Two ways to do it. We can go with accuracy by itself. Let's see what we can do. There's speed. We would need... Oh, there's speed here. Alright, so we've gone down by 10, but our accuracy has increased by 22. Okay. Now, let's see. Is there any other... 14, 14. Let's take this off. Alright. So now we've got 229 speed, accuracy at 87. Okay. What I'm trying to do is get a piece of accuracy gear that has a lot of speed. And it looks like these two are the best options for me, right? We've got crit rate and we've got the speed here. Okay. So with the crit rate, which is great, accuracy at 87. Now let's see what we can do with some perception gear. But before I go to perception gear, let me go to... Let's take this off the equation. Take off the shoes, obviously. Let's go to the pinpoint. Now, the pinpoint gives me plus 20% accuracy. That would be 40 accuracy and 10% speed. All right, let's try that again. All the way down to the pinpoint. Now, we're losing 27 speed. We're losing 22 speed. Total 220, 64. Crit rate. Why did the crit rate drop like... Oh, you know what I did? I didn't put in the other two pieces here. We forgot about that. Sorry. Let's fix this real quick. I forgot I did not equip it. So that's what happens. When I got out of the screen, it didn't equip it. I was wondering what was weird. Alright, there we go. 14. Try on. Crit rate. Try on. Alright, now. Now let's see what we're dealing with. We equip it so it doesn't go away. Total stats. 229. 87. We need to do better than that. We need to do better than that. So now we go. Now we can go to that. Pinpoint. Let me see what that was real quick. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. So now we go to the pinpoint set. Fitting room. Try it on. 208. 107. 107. 208, 107. I'm not too upset with that, but let's go to our perception gear. Now, with perception, to get the most of it, we're going to have to take away 2 pieces of the speed gear. So, this is 14, that is 14, and that is 14. So, all of that is 14. Wow. All right. Perception. Wow. What do we have? There's a speed of 10. Oh, there's 15. Okay. So we'll go with this one. Total speed 218. We're looking at accuracy at 87. Now we need one more. What is this? That's HP. And then there's our defense. We're going to have to do the chest, it looks like. We do get a little bit of speed. 40 here. Oh, wow. Look at that. All right. So we're at 212. 212. 168 accuracy. That's what we're going to go with. And of course, when I get some silver, we can increase this all and take it up to level 16. So that's not even the full potential. Not even the full potential. We can probably get like 220 speed at 180 accuracy. So there we go. There's Sun Wukong. Now keep in mind, this is the limited gear I got because I've only been playing here. We're about 3 months into it, 4 months into it, somewhere around there. So not doing too bad. Not doing too bad for our level. Anyway, so we got Sun Wukong. Now who else is my right now I'm using Atar. Ildex Artor. I'm not really comfortable with his build, his abilities right yet. So I think that the next person I'm going to try is going to be Deacon. Now with Deacon is a monster. Deacon is amazing. We're going to actually probably get more speed and ability out of Deacon So let's go ahead and do the, let's go ahead and put primary stats of speed. Alright, so we get crit damage and attack, accuracy, resist, and defense. I really like the accuracy. We're going to put that on. Alright, substats of speed. So let's go ahead and do like we did with Sun Wukong. There's your speed at 6, 5, 10. Okay. Already we're at 153, which is great. There's 13. 13. All right. And that leaves us with, there's a defense, a crit rate, defense, accuracy, crit damage, 14. That one's 14. Let's try it on. And then, of course, there's our 12, a 10, 14. All right. So, again, we face that same issue. We've got the speed at 232, but our accuracy is low. Accuracy is low. We got to get these debuffs. We got to get him working for us. Got to get the debuffs. So, substats. It's going to be accuracy. Accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. Why did that not change? Oh, it's 18. Crit damage goes up more. Okay. Speed goes down a little bit. Room to grow, room to grow. There's that accuracy. I don't think we're going to be able to do the same thing we did with Sun Wukong that we can with Deacon, so let's just go ahead and see if we can get him in perception. Go straight to the perception. Here we go. We'll try it on. All right, 203, 135. Man, I really want more accuracy. That's what we're left with. 203 speed, only 135 accuracy. Sun Wukong has 168 accuracy. And we've got the accuracy in there. So let's see if we can put an accuracy banner on Deacon. Maybe we can figure this out here. Alright. There goes some accuracy with an attack. Blood shield. We don't need that. We don't need. Let's go with the accuracy. Now, what was this ring? Hmm. What else do we have here? HP, defense, resist. So we do not have an accuracy banner. We can increase his HP, but that doesn't really do much. We need an accuracy banner. We need an accuracy banner on Sun Wukong, and we need an accuracy banner on Deacon. Damn. Some more accuracy there. That accuracy is 11. Let's see what we can do when we take it to level 8. Okay. And we'll equip it. So 213, 175. All right, we're happy with that. And again, we're only using Deacon. Only using Deacon in the arena. All right, this will work because he's only been used in the arena. Now, in the clan boss, let's see. In the clan boss, I have those guys, those champions. Got Bulwark, Apothecary, Alice, Frozen Banshee, and then Rear Guard Sergeant. So what I want with them is like defense, defense, defense. It's one of the best games about Raid Shadow Legends. That you can. I haven't spent any energy, and as long as there's that free gear removal, there's hours that I can spend here playing this game. It's a lot of fun. All right, champion. So now with Alice, what we need is a mix of damage and survivability. So I like to put her in a lifesteal set. I mean, that's not the best gear for Alice. You want to put her in like Savage or some really good gear, but I want to put her in lifesteal because I'm gonna be using her for Demon Lord, and I don't really think that Apothecary is going to be the guy to cure everyone. My attack is 3,400. My defense is 2,000. Crit rate's only 75. Crit damage only 134. So that's crit rate. I would need more crit rate. Doesn't seem like I have it with what I have here. I need crit rate. There's crit rate. Alright. Crit rate. Crit rate. We need crit rate. I'm not seeing it. Hmm. That is 12, but then this gives me a lot of. Let's do this one. And let's go back and put the best helmet on. All right, so we're looking at 45% crit rate. So I need some gloves here that give me crit rate. And I need speed. So I need crit rate and speed and trying to get 55 crit rate and as much speed as possible. At least 150 speed. Love to have it higher. But let's see what we can do. Now that's speed. And that is crit rate, crit damage. But then that's the savage set. That we're gonna lose the ability. I don't like that. I don't like broken pieces in a 4-piece set. So let's go ahead and do the priority stats for crit rate and see what we get. There's that instinct that we saw before. I'm looking. Now this will work. It's got a little bit of speed. A little bit of speed. All right. Speed and attack. Speed crit rate. Well, that's just overkill on crit rate now. So the problem here is we try to do some kind of defense, attack. We got like a perfect balance between everything. But that doesn't really look good. No crit damage. There's no crit damage coming from this character. And I mean, she's built for damage. So this build doesn't work. Let's see if we can use our. Let's see what we can do here to make this build stronger. There's resist, there's defense, and then there's HP. So I can increase my speed. I can increase that. So 163 speed is okay. The damage is only 140. We need some crit damage. So do I have crit damage? Defense. HP. Defense. 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 Crit damage. Okay. 152. Oh, look at all my silver go away. 156. And then the ring. That's a reaction ring. All right, total stats for that build will be 113, 156, accuracy 152. All right. So we can use that in the clan boss, but is it good for the arena? So let's look at our last arena guy that we normally use, Bellower. We have Magnar. What can we do with Bellower? Let's try to do something with Bellower. Let's just go with this way first. Let's go with his rings first. Limited on it, so I have to use this. Um, that's a crit damage. And then that's all he has there. So, crit damage, we need some power behind Bellower. Let's do this. Let's give him the strongest gear that we have possible. Let's do this. We're going to save that. Where's it at? Where's it at? Perception, Defiant. Where is my Savage gear? I know I got it. I know I have. There we go. Savage. Automatically, we got speed. We got crit rate. All right. Crit rate at 75. Crit damage at 154. The attack and defense and the speed. All right. So what we need more is we need more crit rate and crit damage. Crit rate and crit damage. I need 25 crit rate. Crit rate. Now we go here. What's my attack? The attack's only 1600. Substats is going to be crit rate. All right. Nice. Really, really nice. Crit rate 90%. Crit rate at 90%. 168 speed. Attack at 2200. Okay, that's decent. Accuracy is low, though. Accuracy is low. We have 105, 164. Accuracy is low. Huh. Low accuracy. Dang. Can I get more accuracy? We need an accuracy banner. Yeah. That's what we have. So let's try him real quick. Let's gonna go into a campaign. Let's go over real fast. Uh, let's see. Can we beat 12 seconds? It's the accuracy. Oh, no, no, no. Horrible. 20 seconds. That was horrible. Let's see if that was just a one-off. Oh, no, no, no. It's the accuracy, I believe. It's killing everything. Yeah, that's not good. So, Bellower, Bellower, Bellower. Look at that. Gear removal, 0. Love it. So let's try. We want to keep the savage set on him. So let's see. What can we do? We need that crit rate. Need the crit rate. Gotta have crit rate. Let's go up to the beginning. What do we have here? That's a defense. That's an attack. And then this is... Alright. We're not 100 crit rate. We're not getting it. We're not getting that. But what we need to have less than 12-second farmer. We need that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's not working. Ugh. Probably 20. Man, this might even be 30 seconds. That is horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. Substats is got to be crit rate. All right. So speed didn't work. That's defense. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Nope. 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 Now, if we cannot find a two-piece set, that's attack. Crit rate is only 84%. Now, if we upgrade this to 12, we did not get any more crit rate, and we've got no more crit rate. All right, let's try this build. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Nope, not as good. The crit rate's not as strong. So that doesn't work either. All right. Let's see if we can get this guy doing under 12 seconds before we end this stream. We don't have any. That's crit rate. It's only a 4-star though. That crit rate is 15. Huh. That might be where we can have wiggle room. Accuracy, speed, crit rate. Let's do this. 84, so we need 26. No, 16. We only need 16 now. We only need 16 now. We're still at 150 speed. Still at, okay, we'd like more crit damage. Let's see if that crit damage gear. Now, do we have a chest piece? Oh, we don't have a chest piece. Darn it. But we do have speed. What's on this one? This has got crit rate at 4. We'll try it. We'll equip that. $95, $165. 95, $165. And we need... We don't have it. That doesn't work. $80, $150. That doesn't work. $153, $84, $138. And we have the 4-piece. We need to see if there's a 2-piece option here that gives us... There's HP and crit damage. Crit rate. We don't have the crit rate. We got that. Which we love that piece of gear. There is no crit rate. No crit rate. Gear. Accuracy, defense, attack, speed. 99%. 99%, 149, 166. We are just so... We missed the marker. We are just off by 1% in the crit rate. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? No, it was not. It was not. So what this tells us is that we need to farm some accuracy banners, accuracy banners, accuracy banners, and more savage gear, probably. This does not do it. I still want to get a 2-piece. I don't want to do a broken set. Um, there's attack. Crit rate here. Wait a minute. Why didn't we do this before? That's weird. I don't know why that didn't show up before. Maybe it was me. All right, here we go. We've got 100% crit rate. But we're not doing enough damage and enough accuracy. Actually, we got more than 100% crit rate. It's landing the debuff, so the accuracy seems okay. That was the worst ever. All right, all right. What to do, what to do. 98%. It gives me more accuracy. It just doesn't work. We need. Oh, righteous is not. Oh, it's an attack percent. But there's crit rate's only 4. There's no crit rate there. That's accuracy. What does we get? You only get crit damage and 3% for. Nope, nope. Attack? Well, what's this do? I tell you, we need to break 12 seconds. Gotta break 12 seconds. Gotta break 12 seconds to make him a good campaign farmer. Nope, nope, and nope. It's gonna be another 30-second run. I don't know what that was. Wow. Boo, boo, boo. Garbage. Wait a minute. We don't want to do all this. I got sidetracked here. It looks like we're going to have to put a broken set on him, which means that we're not going to get the benefit of having crit rate plus 5%. So that one piece of gear gives us our crit rate. Now we have the crit rate. Now what we want is the most crit damage that we can possibly get. So I'm going to put in, our attack. These are all chess pieces. Let's see what we can do. Let's just go down the line and see what's the best for us. No, no. All right. We get more speed. We get 12% crit damage. That's a defense. That's an attack. More accuracy. More accuracy. It's not bad. 17% more accuracy. More crit damage. Crit rate goes up. Resist goes up. Attack goes up. Okay. Oh, the accuracy is up. That accuracy goes up. You know what we do? Let's make it by. Let's do the primary stats. No, let's do substats. Let's do crit damage and crit rate. Here we go. We don't need that much crit rate. Hmm. So let's just go get rid of the crit rate and just do crit damage. All right. There's that one that we like. Gives us 5%. The speed, the crit rate, the crit damage, we're right there near it. Speed goes down, attack goes down, crit rate goes down, but the damage goes up. We're at 155. Okay. 18, 155. 156, 165. That might be it. That might be it. Let's see what's going on. Okay. You can see what I mean about with this free removal gear. You could spend hours doing this stuff with the free removal. Now I heard that they were going to try and change some type of mission, like either the daily quest. Like there might be a daily quest now to where you can get an hour of free removal or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but that would be awesome. All right, here's our new build. We're going to go into the campaign. We're going to go to Brutal, 12-3, and we're going to uh, put the food in, and let's see what we get. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Damn. Dandelions. 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 33 seconds. The worst. That's the worst farmer. But you know what? Let's try an arena. Let's try an arena. We'll pick these people here. Let's try this. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now let's try these guys. They have a looks like a under priest Brogny, or who is that dude? This dude right here might be under priest Brogny. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it was under priest Brogny. Okay, that's not bad. Now this one gonna be tough because you don't know what kind of gear this guy's got on. Don't know what kind of gear this dude's got on. I do got a weaken on him, and that provoke means I use my A1s, which for that's not too bad. The stun helps a lot. More defense down. Come on. Nice. That's actually pretty good. Krisk is hard. Let's go with somebody a little bit tougher. Now, look, we're a little bit below their power level, 20,000 off. And we know that Loki is awesome. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens with this. We're probably going to get beat up. We're faster. So, we're going to be able to get an attack off. And we did kill one. But I don't think that Loki. Well, like. Yeah. I don't know about Loki. It's going to be tough. He's got some buff stealing. And he can put out some damage. Alright. Well, there we go. Not too bad. Alright. Here's going to be the ultimate test. They have a Thor. So, let's see what happens. I think Thor's going to wreck us. We're faster. We do get a block buffs out there. We knew Cold Heart was going to go down, but our Tor is a reviver. Never mind. Okay. So as far as the arena team goes right now, my builds on my arena champions are okay. Um, Now we do have her built for survivability in the clan boss. But what we really wanted to do was to get Bellower with that 12-second clear. And I'm going to try one more time. All right. Let's put in here is attack 157. That's really the only ring I got. Now we're looking at these amulets. That crit damage. Yeah. All right. And then this is the only banner I have. So, yes, he can get a accuracy banner. We know that for a fact. 100% that would be better. So we can improve him by that. We know that. All right. I'm going to put on the crit rate and the speed. And the crit rate and crit damage. I don't know about that. Let's wait. This gives me 24% crit damage, 21% crit damage. I'm thinking I have to go with this. So this is the part that I need to fix up a little bit. All right. Crit damage, crit rate, and attack. So I need one more piece of my savage gear. And if I put on my helmet, if I put on the helmet, I've got 172% crit damage. I need 19% crit rate. Substat crit rate. I've got to get 19%. That gives me 15. It's gotta be that one that gave me 15. And now I need to get rid of the helmet. I'm reducing my... I am reducing the amount, but I need to get crit rate. Dang it. No crit rate. I need crit rate. That's not enough. 143 is not enough. 149 is not enough. One oh nine, 158, 2300. A little bit stronger. All right. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. Come on. It's got to be it. Anyway, thanks for watching the stream. Having some fun with the free gear removal. And if you get a chance to, make sure you, you know, mess around with your gear sets. It's fun. I'm going to continue to do this, but I'm not going to stream anymore because I do have to go do some work, some chores and stuff like that, yard work, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, we are just going to continue to try and find a way to get our Bellower to break that 12-second, 10-second. We want a 10-second Bellower. And yeah, so we'll continue to see what we can do. But anyway, I want y'all to have a great day. It is Thursday, June 26th, around 11 o'clock. So everybody have a great day and enjoy the weekend coming up. And as always, thanks for